Hey guys, Jamiy, and today on Roblox we're playing some more Loomian Legacy, as you can see on the screen right now. And so today, we're going over Gastroak, which I think is going to be the last normal Loomian that I'm going to be covering. There's not really that many left to do now. There's also just Ferroglyph, again, because I kind of like redid it. The first version I did was kind of trash. Actually, I guess Zulong still, for the Nimble and Clever, or Nimble and Smart one. And then just like Ice Ghoul, and then Pyramid as the pre-evolution to Ferroglyph. So anyway, using Gastroak today, which is going to be interesting. So we'll get into it. Okay, so also if you enjoy, make sure to smash like, okay. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot. And yeah, also let me know in the comments what you'd like to see me use next. I'm actually going to bring Avatros to this battle. I want to say Bork is a really good one, but I'm not too sure. I might just bring this for the slapdown. Do I need this? Yeah, I'll bring this for the Urusol, just like completely like trap it, I guess. So we'll try it. I'm not really too sure how great this team's gonna go. He actually leads off with the Urusol. Nice. Very nice, man. I like that a lot. Anyway, then, getting straight into the Avatros, or the Gastroak even. I'm done. So, I guess you could go for the melee defense set if you really want to still, because also Gastroak's melee defense is stupidly low, but also for that, its range defense and its health is super high, so it's like really, really good as a range tank. Actually, it's probably one of the best range tanks in the game, to be honest, for the highest like base stats wise for it, except from like, I guess, Eliguana. It could compete, I guess, a little bit with it, and the typing wise, but Gastroak, also, I am running 192 in health and 200 range defense with a very clever personality and a heavy shield. So I thought actually just trying to be able to tank 3 Raging Howls, or I guess try and tank at least 2 Raging Howls from Mutoone would be good. But if they do have Icicle Traps on the field, you need to max out everything on the range defensive tank, which kind of sucks. So also I've had to go for very clever, heavy shield, and everything dumped into the ranged stats. That will let me just take an Icicle... I might as well just slap down, to be honest. That will just let me take a Icicle Trap and another 2 Raging Howls from Mutoone, and then also the third one will kill me, like. So, yes, basically guaranteed free shot from Mutoone with the Icicle Traps. If it's running, like, Typeless Essence, very smart, and then also Tone Deaf as its secret ability, so yeah, it's going to run quite a lot to actually take it down, but still, some Mutoons do run that, and Mutoone should really be used a lot more consistently right now because of the fact that Obsidrugon is everywhere. Mutoone is one of the best, like, hardest hitters for it, so surprised that not too many people are actually running Mutoone, to be honest. Is it just going to go for dodge? Interesting, so he gets to outspeed me, but we can take a hit from this. Or actually, I guess, Slapdown won't hit as hard. Maybe I should have gone for the sharpen there. But we could just slap down it and we could just shadow sprint it next turn, so don't really see an issue with that. Plus we can heal, so whatever, I guess. Nosedive is going to take a little bit of recoil damage. Well, actually slapdown might be enough to one-shot it here, hopefully. No, it just lived, but we can shadow sprint it. Plus we get a little bit of health amulet regain, I guess, so it's not the worst thing in the world. So there's that. So other than that, actually he might predict me, which might be bad, so that's what it does. So even if you take like 8 points, basically just like just lower the stats like by 1 on this Gastroak set. Mutoone has like I think it's like a 1% chance to like 2-shot you, so it's like just perfect to tank 2 hits and an Icicle Traps from Mutoone. So yeah, pretty scary, pretty scary. So that's what people are running also for Mutoone. Like I said, people really should be running Mutoone because it's one of like the best ways to get rid of the Obsidrugon, and everyone right now is running Obsidrugon because how good it is as a tank. It's just super good. For moves then, also we have a Fall Energy because it applies to the Fall Energy rule, and we just dump the rest into the melee defense stat. I guess you could put more energy on if you really want to, but So there is that. For moves also, I will say I'm running Life Drain. You could also run Pine Shot if you want to get, like, bypass Scapegoat, but you have to be careful because also if an Obsidian comes in, I'm pretty sure Resilience is boosted every time you hit it, or at least it should be. So if you hit 5 Pine Shots on an Obsidrugon, the Resilience should get +5 from that, because also it's technically hitting it 5 times. Not really too sure if it does or not low, but it should, so I'm just running Life Drain. Photosynthesis for healing, Briar Block for Briar Block, and Poison for Poison. Not really like too much, it's basically like the same set for moves wise we've been using since it came out, but the TP is a little bit different also just for Mutoone. Anyway, I probably should swap out, and I will. I will go into my Avatros, or actually I think Gastroak's better. I think actually it's really good that he has Florant, because Gastroak technically just beats it straight up. Also, actually, thought Pestilence actually is bad for me. He could poison me, I guess. I could go for a poison as well, though. Probably don't really want to stay on this. Actually, Florant can't heal unless it sap plants me, so I guess that's fine. I'll probably Briar Block, though. Actually, no, I just want to go for the poison, I think. So yeah, for the ability-wise, I've gone for Ungracious Host. You could, I guess, run any of the abilities but the secret ability. Also, it doesn't really want to take a hit on the physical sides because of how low it is, so with webbings or whatever it is, I think it's Slimy for its secret ability, not really that great, and the other ability being Mystery and Toxins, I guess is good in certain situations. If you know you're not going to see a lot of like Florence and stuff, I guess Mystery Toxins would be better, but I'm going to go for Ungracious Host. So for example, Florence, I can't get sap planted, which would be amazing if it could, because that means you technically should be draining health from everything else, so the plant type kind of hurts it in this situation, I guess. We'll just go for poison. It doesn't really matter if he like dodges or whatever, because it doesn't really matter. We can actually outlive Florant, or we can out-heal it, because he can't heal right now. So yeah, Ungracious Host is pretty good for that situation, so also we can prevent sap plants, and if Florant uses Parasitize, it should heal me and damage the Florants. In theory, because I actually haven't really used Ungracious Host that much, because I don't really use Gastroak that much, but pretty good range tank, very good range tank, but melee side is completely frail, so you usually see people using stuff like all of the other tank, like Florant, because it actually has really good melee defense as well, or Eliguana, also got pretty decent melee defense. I missed the poison anyway, of course I would, why wouldn't I miss it? Gonna go for the Wonder Herb. Also, the energy didn't like... Energy kind of glitched on that side. Can I swap out now? Because this is annoying. So he has Wonder Herb. Does he not? So he has Dodge, Wonder Herb. There's no way you don't have Poison then, apparently. That's interesting. So no Poison, you have... I wish I went for Poison that turn, actually. That would have been great, but oh well. Get my health back. So you don't have Poison, you must have... There's no way you don't have, like, Parasitize. You can't have Life Drain yet, because I haven't given it Life Drain yet. It'll eventually get Life Drain, but Parasitize on Florant would actually be better still for the Eclipse, really. So you probably want to still keep using that. Well, I might as well swap out... Oh, I can't. It's still activated. How long is it gone? Just take it off me, man. Take it off me. I guess I'll just Poison then. Hit it. Nice, nice. I like that. I like that. So yeah, Gastroak. That's basically it. He Pestilenced me again. Does that reactivate the trap, even though it didn't like finish? I think it reactivated again, so I can't do anything. But hey, he's poisoned. But he has Wonder Herb, so he can like stall me out. Bruh, we're just gonna be in a stall battle now, aren't we? We're just gonna be stalling each other out. You gotta have a you don't actually have a healing move. So how do you heal? Do you have health amulets? There's the Wonder Herb. Okay, that's actually weird. The energy just is not slowly going down, it's just doing it straight away. Okay, so it doesn't have health amulet, so he must have energy orb. But he hasn't got sap plants, or he can't use it at least. That means he hasn't got Parasitize. Whatever. I can't swap out low because it's trapping me in. Oh wait, no, it did. Oh no. I didn't want to go into that. I was just showing you that I was still trapped. Now I'm trapped into my Eclipse, which is great. I didn't want to. Actually, I can actually scapegoat here. That actually isn't too bad. That isn't really too bad. I can scapegoat and get rid of the Pestilence because, yeah, that's a thing. Don't know if we'll actually fix that or not. I don't know if that should be a thing or not because, Like also, if you get Pestilence before you set the Scapegoat, then sure, it should stay on you like the Poison does. But if you set up Scapegoat and then your Scapegoat gets hit by Pestilence, then I think it should, like, be nullified. Actually, going to the Balrog, I mean, I went for Scapegoat, so I don't exactly know why you would do that. So yeah, not exactly too sure why you would do that, but that's fine with me. I'm gonna go for a Gluminous Roar. So yeah, I guess his Florant is just really, really stalling. So I'm glad I got out of that one, otherwise I'd be here for like maybe 30 minutes trying to kill it, because it looks like he wasn't going to swap out anytime soon. Actually, yeah, he was going to try and Pestilence me again, so I'll be trapped in again. Well, he broke my thing, so we might as well go into Avatros here, I think. I think Avatros is good here. Gotta be careful for the Eurosol, but I have Desperado I want to keep my Eclipse fairly healthy for the Obsidrugon with the Luminami, obviously. There's the Earthquake again. I gotcha. Okay then, and I guess we just click Nosedive. Actually, how do I beat the, the Florant here if my Avitrust goes down? I don't know, but we're going to click Nosedive because I need as lot of damage on this thing as possible. He should Raging Tackle me or Mega Chomp me. Raging Tackle, so he should KO himself. I should just live, which is true. So I can actually go for a heal now if he does go into the Florant. I think that is probably the best idea because my team right now is actually fairly weak to Florant. Didn't really think about that, but again, if it was any of the Florant set and it wasn't Wonder Herb, my Gastroak would be able to beat it. So it's a little unfortunate. Okay, he's probably if he's big brain enough to chase down. I mean, fair play, but I feel like he's just gonna go for Shadow Sprints. Yep, okay, Shadow Sprints, or it's probably Shadow Sprint. There's no way you would Quick Punch it. Shadow Sprint does quite a lot of damage to me, actually. It's quite a lot. I think I'm actually gonna go for Slapdown again, just because I don't see him staying in, and I can remove an item I would guess would be Obsidrugon coming out now. I can't exactly see him swapping into anything else. If it's Primal Slash, that's gonna suck for me on his I guess really not. I've got light types, 2 light types specifically, so I can beat as Obsidrugon, but I would like to get rid of the shield, so I guess we'll see what he does. If he stays in, next turn I'll just Shadow Sprint. I mean, I should be able to one-shot it, theoretically. But also, he's doing quite a lot of damage with that. Actually, he does stay in. What item do you have? Should be Power Coast, right? No, Spirit Essence. Okay, so I guess that makes sense. There's a Slapdown, so it gets rid of my Health Amulet. Fair play, fair play. I guess I should just Shadow Sprint him now. Even if he... Oh, but if I get rid of my Vesperatu, I can't... Because if I Shadow Sprint and then he goes into Obsidrugon, I'm going to want to Slapdown it, but then if he Primal Slashes me, I might die. So I'm not too sure about this. Not too sure. I want to click Slapdown again, because I feel like he's definitely like baiting me to go for Shadow Sprint. Yeah, should have clicked Slapdown again. There's the Obsidrugon. No, actually Florant. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, I could go into my Gastroak right here, right now, but I don't exactly want to do that. So we're going to go into Eclipse again, because I know that he can't poison me. Actually, we haven't actually seen his last move, so he could be Parasitize. There's Pestilence. I get to go for Scapegoat again, and also get rid of that. His Bork is down. Actually, wait, no. We've seen Florant, Ursol. We've actually already KO'd 2, so I don't exactly know what else I've KO'd. I've killed Borok. What was his other one, though? I don't remember. So, maybe he doesn't have Obsidrugon. Maybe he has Avitrust? No, I think we've seen Avitrust, but I think I've already KO'd Avitrust. So, Avitrust and Bork are down. Florence Ursol, I don't think we've seen the last Loomian that he has yet. What's he using? Is that plant? Oh, no. So it is that plant. Okay, so not exactly the best set. I mean, his set does beat my, it kind of beats, it doesn't really beat Gastroak, actually. It doesn't exactly beat Gastroak. So his set is just stall. I mean, I like the Wonder Herb on it. I like it, but it's just that I feel like you don't really want Dodge Lane. I feel like you would want Parasitize just to try and get more health, but interesting. I can't exactly say too much on that. We'll go for Dice Burst. He has to go for Pestilence again, because obviously I'm not trapped in now. So we might as well set up against this thing, honestly. Actually, I don't think he can actually set up. I think he's out of energy. There's a Ursol again. We are just going to hit it, obviously, because he has to Quick Punch me now, which I can actually go into my... I could actually go into my Vesperatu again in a second, but we might as well hit it first, try and get some damage onto it, because I still have my Health Amulet, so I can just get some health. Actually, Slapdown, that's not too bad. I think I can actually tank a hit from this thing, but I don't exactly want to try and find out, because obviously he sells Florant, which is bad for me. So we could probably sacrifice the Avitrust here, because Eclipse, I know for a fact right now my Eclipse can beat his Florant, which is great. So I could probably sack off the Gastroak, to be honest, just go for a poison, try and get poison on something, but not really too sure, because I don't want to get Pestilence trapped on this thing, because I'm going to be stuck here for like another 20 minutes. So I think we're gonna probably sacrifice the Avatros, or actually maybe the Vesp. Nah, I think Vesp slapdown is a bit too important to try and take down the Obsidrugon that he might have, because I don't know what his last Loomian is yet. Quick Punch, I do actually tank it, which is very nice. So that means he has to go for another move, which is going to be a priority. We're just clicking Nosedive. There's a Quick Punch again. So now we can go into, actually, if I did predict Quick Punch, I could have just gone into my Vesperatu, but oh well. Oh well. Went to the Vesp. But yeah, we could have saved, actually, the, saved it there, but I guess whatever. We'll click Shadow Sprint. I mean, there's no real reason why not to. I can probably beat the Urusol now, to be honest. I don't think it one-shots Luminami, since it hasn't got Power Curse, but it didn't have Power Curse, it had Spirit Essence, so Slapdown wasn't even going to get boosted anyway. So I think I can beat his team now. I just got to be careful for the Florant, but we'll see. This battle's going to take a while, so yeah. Also, I will say, as well, this video will probably be up fairly late today, because I fell asleep at like 9 PM or 8 PM, I don't remember. But then I woke up at like 11 AM, or half 11 AM this morning, so I don't know exactly what happened. But I just like basically slept and didn't wake up, so oof. So this video is going to be fairly late, but that is going to be Gastroak down basically. So like I said, we're almost done like every single Loomian since this new update for the Mastery update, so pretty good, pretty excited about that. Obviously as well, I could go over some of the Loomians that I've already gone over, like Luminami. I've already done a video on, but I can go over it again, because also I've got a new set that is a little bit better. So yeah, actually stays in. Okay, Urusol's down, so Urusol's no longer a problem. There's no way you don't bring Obsidrugon. I don't believe it. I don't believe that you didn't bring Obsidrugon. I don't believe it. No Florant, okay. I could slap down. Don't think it's worth it, low. Don't think it's worth it. If he poisons me, that will suck. So maybe I do stay in. Because I can take out the Obsidrugon without getting rid of the amulets. Of the armor, but it's just going to be more annoying, really. So yeah. I guess we will slap down it then. Just slap down and see what he's going to do, because I think he has like enough energy for one more move and that's it. I got a crit, very nice. And it is Drain Orb, so is it Sap Plant or Pestilence? Pestilence? That's fine. So I am trapped in right now, which isn't exactly the worst thing in the world. I think he might just have enough health actually for something. I could potentially go for Sharpen here, just so the next hit is going to hit really hard. Which I think I might do. I don't know if he's out of energy or not yet. If he has enough for Sap Plant, that's going to suck. Oh, he's just going to dodge. Okay, so I made the right play there. Because also, he has to go for a way to arrest now. I basically get a free boosted Slapdown or Shadow Sprint. I won't say Slapdown's probably the better move here. So I will, because even if he swaps out, I knock something like him off. So yeah, he has to go for a rest here. So Vesperatu will go down. Florant is going to actually flail. It shouldn't take me down. It doesn't. And yeah, it hurts itself. I don't know why you would do that, really. But hey, see you later, Florant. Well, actually, I think I'm actually alive now, aren't I? Yeah, because I got rid of the Pestilence now from taking me down. So I made the right play there. Nice. Nice. It's actually Luminami! Okay. I was being scared for nothing. I was actually being scared for nothing. I want to actually save Vesperatu here, which might sound weird, but I'm actually going to go into Gastroak, because Gastroak beats Luminami. Unless it's running Sleet Shot, then I don't think I can beat it. There's Maroon, should do a lot. Very nice. So yeah, might as well use Gastroak to beat his Luminami, because we use it like against a Florant, but his Florant set is dumb, in my opinion. So yeah, it didn't really go to plan. I'll Poison, obviously, since he can't swap out now. Is it the secret ability Luminami? Because if it is, I don't really understand that. If you're running the secret, I've seen it a few times, but people have run the secret ability Luminami, but they only send it out as their last Loomian. I don't exactly see the point of that, because you're not utilizing the secret ability then. You might as well have the normal ability, because you can't swap it out now. You can't get your health back, so I don't exactly understand that play. If it is the secret ability. If it's normal ability, I mean, fair play. But I've seen so many people use the secret ability one, and they don't use it until everything else is fainted. You might want to, like, use it so you can actually, like, utilize its secret ability, maybe? Okay, got some health back from that. Nice, nice. And basically now I just let the poison take it down, because we don't really have to do anything, so I can go for rest. So hey, if you want a good Loomian to take out Luminami, I mean, Gastroak is pretty good. It can poison it. It can. Actually, his healing, but I mean, poison is gonna build up on it. Florant can also beat Luminami, but if Luminami has Sleet Shot, Florant is 4 times weak to ice, whereas Gastroak is only 2 times weak to it. So Gastroak can deal with Luminami technically better. So yeah, I personally don't really like Gastroak that much. Again, I don't really like using Stolly Lumias, but Gastroak is actually fairly good, especially if your team is like super weak to Florant. I mean, not Florant. I guess actually, yeah, it beats Florant really well if it's not the set that this guy has, because it kind of sucks in my opinion. But if it works, it works. I mean, in that situation, it was gonna stall me out, and I can't really do much about it, which would have probably just made me cancel the battle, to be honest. I mean, I guess that's a win. But other than that, it can take up Mutoone. Well, it can tank Mutoone fairly easy. So yeah, I mean, like, poison it. You have Briar Block. You have health. So I mean, you could try and like stall out Mutoone a little bit, I guess, and also that it can. When I was talking about like it tanking Mutoone, I was talking about Raging Howl. So that means it would damage itself from hitting you. If it only uses Resonate, I think it's actually going to be like a guaranteed 4 shot, not a 3 shot like Raging Howl. So that's also pretty good. But there is the Gastroak, big chonky boy. Big chunky, but I think this is probably like one of the better plant types, to be honest. Also, there's quite a lot of plant types right now. You see more people running Florant low. I probably would say Florant is technically better. I mean, the drainage with Sap Plant and Parasitize is very nice, but if you want to counter to Florant, I mean, this is the best thing. I mean, like I said, oh, you're gonna Sap Plant me? I'm a plant type. It can't hit me, because you can't use Sap Plant on plant types. Which, I will say again, it just kind of sucks in Gastroak's case, because also it has the Ungracious Host, so technically how I think the Ungracious Host ability should work is that if Gastroak wasn't a plant, I will say it's any other type, if it gets hit with Sap Plants, technically this means that it will actually gain health, so instead of its health being drained to the opponent, it should drain the opponent's health, technically, I think, but also since the plant type is just immune to Sap Plant, which kind of sucks for it, I guess, in that situation. Also, Parasitize, it can't use it, because Gastroak will gain health and Florant will lose health, so really good shutdown for Florant. Gotta be careful for poison, obviously. I mean, both of them have to be concerned about the poison. But also, for Gastroak's situation, it's actually a little bit better, because it can heal itself, whereas Florant actually can't. It has to rely on Sap Plant and Parasitize to heal, so if you want a good counter, I guess, of Florant, on top of that Mutoone as well, I guess Gastroak is your slug to go for, because again, I think Slugling's usage is very low right now. You don't really see anyone using it. Again, if you're worried about scapegoats, you could run Pine Shot if you really want to, but you have to be careful for Obsidrugons, because in theory, in my mind, if you use Pine Shot and it hits 5 times, and an Obsidrugon comes into that 5 times, Obsidrugon's melee defense should technically get boosted by 5. At least that's how it should work. I'm not actually too sure if it does work like that. But there's Gastroak. I'm going to end it off here because this video is going to be fairly long if I don't. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys next time.